Got a new tractor on the farm. We've got the 1835M. This was by luck. There just happened to be one that came in on a truck and we snatched it up, kind of on a splurge. Can you call it a splurge for something this big? I don't know. But we've got about 7 hours on it. When I picked it up and drove it home, we only had about 3.5 on it from buzzing around a lot and different people looking at it. So kind of explain some of it. It's a little windy out there, so I hope you can hear me, but I almost got to show you for some of this other stuff. So bear with me a little bit as we get on out of the tractor. So I previously had a John Deere 1026R, and it was a good tractor, but Minnesota winters kind of suck. I guess that's the best way I can put it. So we got the plow blade set up on it. 8 foot works just fine, even with the heavy snow. It's got plenty of power. Gosh, it's windy. Bear with me, guys. And so they did come with cylinders, and I did opt to have them install the third function kit, but right now, this is how it came set up. It's pretty simple. My butter bolt is my pin. Just put that through and it moves. I mean, let's be honest, it moves easy. Not a big deal. So right now, this is what we're gonna do because it's easy to hook up. And there we go. So I'm gonna go around the other side and try to stay out of the wind. We've got 1835 again, and the blower is from the previous tractor. It's only a 60-inch wide blower, and I believe the tractor's 65, but it works pretty well. I started with the windrow here and I had to make some adjustments because, yeah, I already got its first gouge out of it. PTOs, couldn't even hear it or feel it, but it started rubbing on my drawbar. So we got that fixed up, nothing else looks broken. Still starts smooth, but anyways, so we're gonna do a little demonstration. This windrow, if you call it that, in the center, comes up to about the top, just about the top of the Farm King 6010. So, and bear with me, a pretty amateur video here just with the cell phone, but kind of fun to watch. I was curious how there aren't that many videos on the tractor of it actually working, so whether or not this is that great of a video. First of all, let's get the parking brake off. And I noticed that the range selector on the new one is a little bit sticky. It's sometimes I just tap the throttle, doesn't grind the gears, but just hops it into range. So that is something I noticed. It's not terrible, but it is noticeable. Bring up our RPM. So we've got soft start on the PTO is going to be engaged, and that way, again, you'll hear it barely hear it start. There, 220 RPM. So the blower is going. So we'll bring it up to RPM, at least close to 500. I'm not going to go at 540. Brings it up into the operating orange there. I guess we could go at 520. All right. So we've got it in gear. We got the brakes off. And now we'll put down. There we go. Everything still seems to run fairly smooth. So the other way, something I didn't show you, is where I wired up the electronic chute control. They had a nice grommet down there to run the wires. So I didn't have to do anything too bad with that. So we'll do a little blowing. Again, very heavy snow. 60-inch Farm King. It's blowing pretty hard out here, so it's hard to get it on video. I could change the chute, but the problem is the driveway's over there. So we'll just put up with it. But again, part of the reason to show it, this is 60-inch, and of course a little bit bigger blower would be ideal because the tractor's pretty wide, but it's still functional. Again, it was purchased and paid for a couple of years ago, so we're just going to make it work for now. I don't know how much to push it or not, but it's pushing pretty hard. It's hard to tell on the camera. row. It's right along the field, that I didn't drop any wood chunks from coming home with wood in the fall. That would be my luck, right on video. All right, we'll bring her down and stop it, put it in neutral, then I'll go out there one more time, put the parking brake on. I don't know if that needs to be off or not, but so I'll show you the trail of the 60-inch, how it did, and why, you know, it's right to the wheel. It's not perfect, but it does work okay. Probably should have gone around the other side. There's an 8-foot blade. And it does have a little bit of spillover, but pretty decent. All right, guys, there's that amateur video. I'm gonna keep doing work because it's cold out here and I got other stuff to get done.